All right, so we are starting with problem 17. Again, we are solving. So the main thing with solving is you want to look again at how many different types of x's you have. And that will determine if you should factor or if you can just get x by itself. So 17 has more than one type of x, so I'm going to factor. And whenever you factor, again, I always start with the GCF. Looking at this, I can take a 2 out of both of these, and I can take an x out of both of these. And then I'm left with x squared minus 16. And when you are done with factoring, or you think you're done, you always look to see what's left and can you do a difference of squares. And this is a difference of squares because there's subtraction and because these both have square roots to them. This one's x and this one is 4. So joining the 2x as far as factors go will be x plus 4 and x minus 4. A difference of squares always results in the 2 parentheses. So now to solve, you take what you have, you set them equal to 0 if you don't know what makes them equal 0. Some of them, they're much easier to do. This one is negative 4 and this one is 4. But this one, some people think it's 1, but if you put 1 in for x, 2 times 1 is 2. It's not 0. So again, you can just get x by itself by dividing, and when you take 0 and divide it by 2, you're going to get 0. So there are our 3 answers. All right, number 18, find the zeros. Again, it just means what number, if you put it in for x, would give you 0 as your answer. So we're still solving. So first I look for a GCF, and I don't see anything. And with 3 terms, we make our x. So hold on. So I'm going to make my x. This helps me get the top, and this helps me get the bottom. And now the factors of 8 that get me to 7 are this. And remember, you do need the squareds, but I will have to make this one negative so I can get the 7x squared and the negative 8 on the top. So I'm going to rewrite it. Some of you put this in the box. So this version of 7x squared is going to be replaced by this. So if you're doing the box method, this could be the top row of your box, and then the next 2 terms can be the bottom row of your box. So I'm going to group them, and in the top row of your box you would look for what can you factor out of both of these. That's what we're doing here. So we're going to take a 2 out and an x squared. And then that leaves me with x squared here because this gives me x squared, and it leaves me with a 4 because when I multiply this I get that. And then they will have to match. And so what times x squared gives me this? That's a negative 1.